Hey, all people of space and time, YouTubians, dynamite, dopians, dope heads, everybody getting ready to ride on the magic comic book ride from Bellagio to Orlando to Ontario. What am I talking about? I don't know, but I gotta get back on track, and what I'm here to talk about today, you won't believe. I collect all kinds of weird stuff, and today I'm going to show you a weird collection. A weird collection 1 through 13 of a set that came out in the 70s that is bad to the bone. But first I got to say, hey, we had our first live show this week. It was amazing. Had special guest Biggie. Biggie came on, did his thing. We figured out what we were doing wrong. We had to record it the second time. We were 40-something minutes late. But you know what? When you make mistakes, you learn in the game. You know what I'm saying? And before long, we'll have it down. Have it down like Simba the Clown. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I hope you know what I'm saying. But you got to be able to understand what I'm saying. If you understand what I'm saying. All right. So let's get back to it. I want to show you something cool today. We got DC Comics mid-70s. They had a collection that came out called First Issue Series Special. First Issue Series Special. And what this was, it came out in the mid-70s, and I wish they'd bring it out today because I love reading about new characters. And if they brought back out this title, every issue is a different character. And for most of them, it's their first issue special. So you get introduced to all these new characters. It's their first issue. You can decide if you like it or not. It'd be great for y'all people that love Spec, because then, y'all be picking up every one because it's the first issue special. So it's got a lot of good going for it, So they came out with 13 issues, and the first issue special, number 1, was Atlas the Great. DC mid-70s, Atlas the Great. And I'm going to show you 13 of these, every one in the set. And the reason I'm showing you for is a surprise. It all makes sense to you at the end. It all ties together. So this is Atlas the Great, number 1 of DC's first issue special. And number 2, something totally different. That was from that Weird World, kind of like I don't know, something from Rome or something. And then all of a sudden they came out with issue 2, The Green Team. This was some dudes that had so much money, they just bought their way out of trouble. They'd buy anything they wanted to do because they were the Green Team. Totally different theme to that one, right? Issue 3 came out. Metamorpho! Metamorpho came out. He was the elephant, not the Elephant Man, but the Element Man. The Element Man could turn into anything. He become elements. And this is not his first issue because I've seen him in a lot of stuff always back a lot farther than the mid-70s. But this is Metamorpho! And then issue 4, this is the hardest book to get in the set. This is Lady Cop. This book here, for some reason, you get on eBay, you can't never find this book. And if you do find it, it's a lot more rare than all the other books. You'll find every book but this one. This one, I think there's like one on eBay, and it's $55. So hunt around, find one at your junk store or your local CS like I did for about $5, and you'll be set. But this is a hard book to find. This is a crazy book because it's based on a story from the 60s that really happened about a dude that killed 8 nurses. In one night, he broke into their dorm and killed 8 nurses. And this book came out in 75, and I think the actual crimes happened around 66. So it's about a dude, a true story about a dude that killed 6 to 8. I think he killed 8 nurses. Get on there and check it out. It's Lady Cop. It's a gruesome story. This is Lady Cop. Some people think it's one of the most gruesome stories they should have never made because they copied it too close to the real case going on. If you look back here is the Dingbats from Bad Street. Anyway, here is another one. This is number 5. This is Manhunter. This is Manhunter's first appearance, first issue. There's lots of different Manhunters in DC, but this one's first appearance. And then, speaking of them Dingbats, here's number 6. These guys were kind of like a Welcome Back Carter or something. A little bit more comedy. Jack Kirby did this. The Dingbats. This one here is Crunch. This one's Good Looks. This one's name is Low Fat, and this one's Bananas. So this is the Dingbats. And then you got Creeper, totally different genre. Creeper was like the good guy Joker. And then you had 8, which is kind of like their Conan. This is Warlord. Warlord probably had the most success of about any of them I've showed you so far, either him or Creeper. And all these are first. They're odd shit. It's kind of shit I collect. And this is Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate is the biggest star in this series. I found 2 of those lately, so I got 2 of those. Dr. Fate. Great book. And then number 10 is The Outsiders. Probably the worst reading book of the bunch. Super thin, super shitty story. Probably the worst reading of the bunch. But, you know, then you got my favorite. Well, one of my 2 favorite. Codename Assassin. He's kind of like the Vigilante. He's from DC. And if your code name is Assassin, it's not a good code name because I can kind of guess what your occupation is knowing your code name. So, codename Assassin, what do you do for a living? You're probably a fucking killer. That's my guess. You probably ain't a dentist or nothing with a name like codename Assassin. So, codename Assassin is not a good name for a code name. You should be something else, but... And then you got number 12 here. Starman, flying through the sky so high. He'll shoot you with his laser eyes. Starman. Starman is amazing. First issue of Starman. This is one of my favorite characters in the whole thing. Weird, man. Weird. Weird like me. And then the last one is New Gods. New Gods. This is number 13. You know, they're a little bit bigger in this book too. But what got me collecting all 13 of these issues and wanting all 13 of these issues is this right here. This is the greatest thing I'm reading these days. It's called Danger Street. And it's written by Tom King. And Tom King is amazing. Tom King, he was sitting around his house one day and trying to get a little, I don't know, he was trying to find something to write about. So he started reading some old DC, and he started reading those books right there. And probably in trade form or something. And he thought, what if all those characters were in one world? What if Dingbats, these kids, and Lady Cop, which is street level, was in the same world as New Gods and Warlord? What if Warlord was in the same world with Creeper and, you know, Starman? How would all these people be in the same world? And that's what he made right here with Danger Street. Danger Street is amazing. If you're not reading Danger Street, you need to go pick up Danger Street. We're only on issue 2. Everybody that reads it loves it. It kind of, in some ways, reminds me of Suicide Squad, because I think Tom King has the right to do what he wants to with these characters, because, you know, they're not Batman. They're not going to kill off Batman. They're not going to kill off Superman. But Tom King, fuck. You want Warlord? You want Starman? You can have all of them. Do what you want to with them. Hell, the first issue, 3 people died. Spoiler. In this issue right here, 3 people fucking dies. And on the back of this one, the sky is falling. You got the man on there, Atlas the Great, right there. And it's an amazing book. See if I can find any cool pictures in here to show you. Got the Dingbats just riding through town on a 4-wheeler. And you got Lady Cop pulling them over. So it starts out kind of street crime. You know, nothing big. And gets pretty brutal pretty quick. Like I said, 3 people die in the first issue. You have to determine who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. And this is Warlord in here. He's wearing regular clothes. And Starman's got on regular clothes too. You know, you're used to seeing them all crazy looking. But in here, in a lot of the book, they're wearing regular clothes and eating at a diner together. So, and there's Metamorpho. He can turn into anything. He's from the elements. It's a good book. Great story. They stole or got Dr. Fate's helmet. And a couple of guys decided to do what they wanted to do. And cause a little havoc. And while they were out in the desert doing some crazy shit, they didn't know they was being spied on by some kids. And the dingbats kind of snuck up on them. And I don't know if you can see that, but Starman accidentally shot a hole through one of the dingbats, killed him with his laser. So Starman, Warlord, Metamorpho, they're on the run. They've killed a kid. Killed a fucking kid, man. And that lady cop's gonna get your ass. And the other dingbats, they might be 12-year-olds, but they want some too. So you got Starman, you got Warlord. They're on the run, man. They're gonna have to hide out. The cops are after two superheroes. I mean, Starman just turned around, freaked out, and shot a laser right through him, man. Why is the dingbats out in the desert for anyway, riding a four-wheeler? Where the fuck's your parents at, dingbats? Get your shit right. Get your shit right. But I love this book. I'm on issue 2. Simple, just go get 1 and 2 at your store. There's going to be 12 issues. Tom King is the man. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Danger Street. Go get some Danger Street. Figure out how all of these characters live in this same world. Codename Assassin? With Creeper? With the Green Team? With the Dingbats? With fucking Lady Cop? With the New Gods? With the Outsiders? With Warlord? With Metamorpho? Starman? It's fucking bonkers, brother. Bonkers. Anyway, that's all we got for today. It's been 12 minutes, and I have informed you on all these great books here, man. All this great series. What ties all these together now? Now you know it's Danger Street. Danger Street's what ties them all together. Made me go out and buy the collection. I had to have all of them. Because Danger Street's making me fall in love with these characters. You know I love C and D-list characters. Every time I see that, you need to just drink or something. Just drink it on up, brother. But, anyway, last week we had a show Sunday night. The Dope Show Live went great with my man Biggie. This week, we're going to do another Dope Show Live. 7 o'clock, Sunday night, 7 o'clock Central. This week, you know, we're going to have The Book Abyss on there. It's going to be horror, baby. It's going to be nothing but horror. We're going to be talking horror. We're going to be talking movies. We're going to be talking fucking video games. We're going to be talking magazines. We're going to be talking comic books. We're going to be talking anything and everything that's horror. What can I say? Tune in, 7 o'clock Central, Sunday night. I'm going to have my fucking pot and pan. I'm going to have my wood spoon. And we're looking for bangers, baby. Till the next time, I will see you again beneath the blackened sky.